Hey guys, this is Billy again. Just wanted to give my quick review of the Droid Turbo by Verizon Wireless. So I just wanted to point out a few things and show you guys a few things about this phone and give you guys a little bit of information in case you guys are looking to get into a new Android phone or are scared to get into the Android devices. I just wanted to do one on one of my favorite phones. Sorry for the smudges there, my fingerprints, but yeah, let's get right into it. So here we are, the Droid Turbo by Verizon Wireless and Motorola Droid Turbo. This is a powerhouse of a phone, to be honest with you. It's one of my favorite Android devices. It has everything that I would definitely love in any type of phone. This phone does have, just to get into some of the specs of the phone before we turn it on, has a 3900 milliamp hour battery, so plenty of juice for the entire day. 21 megapixel rear facing camera, dual LED flash. There are some microphones back here. You have two on the bottom here for noise cancellation. In the front, you have the 2 megapixel front facing camera, which takes really good pictures. You also have sensors. You have four sensors on this device. You have one in each corner. Well, actually, this one is like right around here. Then you have one in this corner. Then you have one in this corner, and then one in this corner. I'm guessing that has to do with the Moto actions, because some of the Moto actions you can reach for the phone and then it'll automatically display, any new notifications or anything like that that's coming on. Also, it has a case that you can purchase for this device that when you flip it over, it has a little window and it automatically displays everything in that little tiny window there, so you can answer calls, reject calls, text messages, things like that. So I think that's what those sensors are really for. Some other things around here, you have the micro USB port there. On this side, you have nothing, nice and flat. On the top end, you have your microphone jack, or your headphone jack, sorry. And then on this side you have your power button and your volume rocker. Now the volume rocker acts also as the SIM card tray. So if you ever need to remove or replace your SIM card, there's a little notch on the bottom here. You can take your finger, and I'll show you because the phone is off. You take your fingernail and kind of just pry it out. Let's see if I can do this without. There you go. So you have your SIM card tray there, and then you just pop it right back in, and your volume rocker. Alright, so let's turn this phone on here real quick so I can show you. Now this phone is still running Android 4.4.4 for right now, with promises of 5.0 coming soon to this device. As you guys probably already know, 5.0 had a few bugs within the system. Of course, it has to be spread through a bunch of different OEMs, different phone manufacturers, with their own skin on the devices. So a lot of people are coming back to Google and letting them know, hey, this doesn't work, can we fix this? And they, as far as I can tell from all the forums that I read and everything that I keep up with, as far as Google goes, they're doing a great job of working with the phone manufacturers to make sure that they get that corrected before they start pushing it out to all the different devices. So this screen right here is a quad HD screen, so it's very vibrant, very crisp, very clear. I'm a big screen guy, so the screen to me is very important. One of the things that I loved about the iPhone 4 when it first came out, just to age myself there, the iPhone 4 was the Retina display. The Retina display just caught my attention because I can just see every single detail on every single app that I was clicking on. So it was just, it's amazing. The 21 megapixel camera on this phone can record up to 4K video. Image stabilization, though, is not included in this phone, so just be prepared to make sure that you have your hand very steady when recording those videos. On the 4K, you can definitely notice the shakiness if you drop it down to full HD. It's not too bad, and then of course the lower you go, the less pixels you're using, so you can still notice it, but you don't notice it that much. Alright, so just getting into a couple of things here. You still have the capacitive touch buttons on the bottom here. They didn't go with the virtual keys on the screen itself. I'm not sure why, but I haven't found it to be an issue with those keys being down here. I like to know that I don't accidentally touch anything that could, send me back to the other screen while I'm trying to multitask. So it's nice having that there. And not only that, but when you put this phone up to your ear, this gives it that extra length so that I don't know if you guys can see that clear, but I'm trying to get a good view here. Here we go. Oh, lost it. Okay, right there. So you have a dot there and a dot here. Those are your mics. So it's good that they extended that out a little bit, and then they have the microphones down here because it's easier for people to hear you when you're on the phone. Now another thing, speaking about hearing, another thing that I noticed in forums and people talking about when they have this phone is that it's really hard to hear when they put it up to their ear. Well, normally a normal person would put the phone up to their ear and place their ear right around here because that's normally where the speaker is when you're on a call. On this phone, the speaker is actually on this side here. So when you're speaking on the phone, you want to place your ear right around this section here, and you can hear people very, very clear. It's amazing how clear you can hear them. But when you have your ear placed like a normal person in the middle, it sounds kind of muffled. You can't really hear them that well. So just in case you guys have this phone already and wondering why you can't hear anybody that clear, that's probably wise, because up here you have a speaker, a front-facing speaker, and then you have your earpiece. For when you're in your calls. So that's the main reason. So front-facing speaker. Now it doesn't have a dual front-facing speakers like the Moto X or the HTC M1, M8, or M7, M8. It doesn't have that type of front-facing speakers, but it still does a good job when you're viewing videos, watching YouTube, anything like that. It does a pretty good job. Even speakerphone works really good on this. Very clear. I've never had anybody tell me that they couldn't hear me, and I never had to ask people to repeat themselves because I couldn't hear them. So very good having the speaker in the front. So the screen here is really awesome. It's a super AMOLED display. Again, it's a Quad HD display. It does have that active notification. So if you can see right there, I have a new Gmail. If I tap on that, shows Gmail up at the top. So if I wanted to go into my Gmail, I can just slide my finger up, go right into Gmail. It'll open up the email that I got there, or I can just go down to the lock screen or the lock on the screen, and it'll unlock my phone. So here it is. I have it with auto brightness turned off. So it's really, really bright. Let me try and dim that down for you guys because I see that it's a little blurry. Let's just go back to auto. Alright, so auto, there you go. Very nice, crisp screen here. I do want to give you guys a quick demo of some 4K video playing on this screen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and set that up and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are with some 4K videos I found on YouTube. I just wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse of how this screen is and how crisp it is. I know it's going to be a little different because you guys are watching it through my camera here, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick glimpse as to how clear this is. So hopefully there's no commercials here. turn that down a little bit. So just a quick test there just to show you some 4K video on this screen. It is a beautiful screen. The colors pop. The processor, 2.7 gigahertz processor, quad core in here, 5 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, this phone is just a beast. I couldn't talk any better of any phone. I've owned so many different phones. Right now I'm actually testing the LG G3 because someone asked me to go ahead and test that out for them. They were interested in that, so I'm actually testing that out right now, which is why this one popped up saying it didn't have a SIM. I have my SIM on the other phone here. But a quick glimpse on that. Right now, what you're seeing right here, this is the Google launcher. It doesn't come pre-stock on this device, but this gets very, very, very close to Android stock on this device, which is just an absolute plus. You know, if you know anything about UIs on different OEMs, they tend to bring the system down, bring the processor down quite a bit, and it can take up a lot of space inside the phone itself. So when you get a 32 gigabyte or a 64 gigabyte, you're not really getting 64, you're not really getting 32. It actually drops that down. That's with any phone though. Even iPhones right now, you get a 16 gigabyte iPhone and you're not really getting 16, you get 12, maybe 11 gigabytes worth of storage inside the phone. But this phone comes in two variants. It comes in 32 and 64. Starting at $199.99 on a 2-year contract, but it's an amazing device. It is pretty heavy. The screen size on this device, well, before I get into screen size, I just wanted to let you guys know this comes with all the Motorola extras. So you have the Motorola Actions on there that everybody loved from the Moto X. You have the Always Listening, so you can say your phrase, your launch phrase, which you can also change on this device too. So if you don't like the original launch phrase, I won't say it right now because it'll respond to it, but the original launch phrase that comes with it, you can change it to something else, which is very easy to do, and it just learns it very quickly. I can throw this phone on the car and just say my launch phrase, tell it what to do, and it'll do it. Another thing I like about this phone, I didn't know this, it may be on the other Motorola's, the Moto X's, but this is the first time I tried it on this phone. It's just asking it to talk to you. So when you get into the car, and I'll just do it right now, you say, okay Google, talk to me. And right there it says, I'll announce incoming calls, and it just responded to me. But it'll announce all incoming calls, text messages for 30 minutes. So if you're in a quick car ride to the store, but you know you might be getting that phone call or an important text message, just tell it to talk to you, and it will. It'll talk to you. Once you're done with that, it's easy to turn that off. You just come right up here, it says hands free, got the little speech guy right there, just hit the X, done. Now your incoming calls, text messages come in normally. So just a quick tip on that for you. But yeah, this has been just a quick review on the Motorola Droid Turbo through Verizon Wireless. This is the ballistic nylon version here that you see. This backing is kind of like a, it's almost like some sort of material like a cloth or something, but well, nylon. But it's the best looking one, I think, is this one. I saw the Kevlar one. I didn't really like it. Didn't really grab my attention. This one definitely grabbed my attention. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to get it. So yeah, And definitely not trying to be biased. There are other phones out there with 4K displays and the same specs. This one is just one of my favorites because of the way it feels in my hand, how heavy it is, the screen quality. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it's just been working great for me. I've never had an issue with this phone. So there it is, Motorola Droid Turbo by Verizon Wireless. $199.99, 2-year contract. And yeah, have any questions or concerns, definitely comment below. Like this video, please share it with your friends and family that has any questions about this. Por favor. And I'm just playing when I say por favor because I'm actually Spanish. I can say it correctly. But definitely go ahead and comment below. I really appreciate it. Thank you.